What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Sunday, March the 27th, and today we're going to go ahead and do something that I have not done ever on my channel. I have never given a top 5 platforms in my current journey, where I'm at right now. Now, I didn't want to do a top 5 about all the different platforms I've ever been in, because platforms that aren't here no more don't matter. They don't matter. It's all about what's going on right now. Where my money is portfolio-wise in these different platforms is not really as important in the back end of the list as it is in the front end of the list. But I just wanted to do this video in my kind of way, in my style. Y'all know I don't do a whole lot of theatrics and stuff sliding across the screen and stuff like that. But I definitely wanted to talk through what my top 5 is. And the way that I'm going to do this is a little bit different. I have a few different platforms in the back end of my top 5 that are kind of on an equal playing field, in my opinion. All right. And I have different reasons why I believe that so. And you guys might have a different list in mind. I encourage you all to do your own top 5 video. I think that would be cool to see a lot of people's top 5 platform videos in the space. And I'm going to go ahead and do mine today on a Sunday. So before I get started in my top 5, or my top few, but it's going to be top 5, I want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's showing you guys how I am cranking out that crypto, baby, in many, many, many different platforms. Nothing more and nothing less. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already and you want to be notified about everything that goes on here at BOJ, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. The first thing I want to do is preface this a bit. All the links of everything that I talk about today are in the description, all right? All of these different platforms that I'm going to bring up, they are somewhere in that long list. So if you really are interested in what, being a part of it, what it can do for you, then I'll make that choice that you make, all right? This is just my opinion, all right? This is just about what I've experienced, and nothing more than that, nothing less than that, though, all right? These are my top 5 platforms in my current journey. And of course, we got to start with 5. We can't just jump out the gate with 1. So with 5, I actually have a few. And there's a reason why I have a few. And I like to put any paying platform somewhere in my top 5, but I couldn't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you at number 5, what we have is we have Aetiora International. We have Mito Finance. And we have a newcomer, WHITEOX, at number 5. So I'll repeat: Aetiora, Mito Finance, and WHITEOX. Some of you may not even have heard of any of those. That's perfectly okay. The links are in the description. But I want to talk about some of the things that I like about Aetiora, Mito Finance, and WHITEOX. I want to start with Aetiora. Now, Aetiora has been with us since last summer, August of last year. And the reason I remember that is because I was just about to go on vacation when I did my first video in Aetiora. And I'm gonna try to pull up all the different websites and different stuff like that, so you can see. This could be a lengthy video, and of course I don't have sliding numbers across the screen, so you might have to really pay attention. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring up Aetiora just really quickly, and I'm not gonna stay in it long because we have a lot of stuff to talk about in this video. But the main reason that I like Aetiora is it has stood the test of time. Quite frankly, we had FUD come out latter part of last year where people are like, this Joseph Moravec guy isn't even a real guy. He's an actor. Well, you know what? There's a lot of platforms out here that don't even show who their CEO is. They don't have any faces, but they pay. And for a long time, that was one of the most important things here at BOJ, that a platform pays. But not only that, they have a coin offering. They have so many different things. They have different investment plans for the passive people. They have many different investment plans, actually. Anywhere from 1% to 4%, 5%, depending on your investment level, depending on the amount of time you're willing to wait. These are all different contracts with different dates. And of course, we all know that platforms work this way. A lot of platforms have a lot of choices so that they can give people, you know, even the lower level investor, maybe the $50 investor, all the way up to the $50,000 and you know, $100 million investor. They have something for you. And anytime that you're able to make any percentage on a day-to-day basis, whether it's 1%, 1.8%, 2.4%, anything that you're able to make Monday through Friday is better than the bank is going to give you. And that is why we love these platforms. Well, we don't love them. We don't love them all. But some of these platforms are worth our time and worth the gamble, I'll say, because we never want to put in anything we're not willing to lose in anything. All right. None of these platforms that I talk about today, we want to put in more than we're willing to lose. But ATR has stood the test of time, and it not only have stood the test of time since last August, but it also has a very, very vast amount of investment options. And for the active people out there, it gives us space to grow. It gives us room to grow. It pays us through many different levels. It gives us bonuses for structure and building out teams. There's more than just 3 ranks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ranks that open up infinite levels. Look at this, guys. Like at the director level, you can be getting paid up to 12 levels deep. And at that point, it's not about what you do. It's about what you started. And when a platform goes the distance, what you started really does matter. And as I say that, I'm going to move on to my second choice, which, of course, we need to activate our beautiful VPN for, which is Mito Finance. Now, Mito Finance, as I go to the link here, best I can. Actually, I need to use the other browser. But Mito Finance is another one that stood the test of time. Some of you may remember that I made a mistake and put in an amount of money that I thought I was going to be able to withdraw from daily. That was not the case. I was not able to do that because I chose the wrong investment plan. I didn't choose a daily investment plan. I chose one of those investment plans where you make a deposit and you don't see anything until the term is over. Guess how long the term was? 90 days. For the sake of all these different platforms, I'm not going to log in. I'm just going to pull up to the homepage that you'll kind of see what you'll be seeing if you were to be interested. But like I was saying before, I had a worry because this kind of came out from one of the hype leaders in the space. He introduced it, Crypto Muscle. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just give it a try because he gave it a try. I'll put a little capital in there. But, of course, I put, I think it was like $2,000 in a plan that I thought I was going to be able to withdraw from every day. So that fear was, and not really fear, it was just you had to really exercise that patience muscle. I couldn't withdraw from that thing for over 3 months. But the beauty in it is the platform lasted 3 months. Matter of fact, it lasted way longer than that. I think I got in Mito Finance back in September. It's now March. It's still paying. I just did a withdrawal from it yesterday, and I'll do a separate video in a Mito Finance video where I show the withdrawal and if it cleared or not. All right. But this platform is constantly having Zoom meetings in different languages, so you know this is an international opportunity, and it's really. I talk about it all the time. The best ability in a platform is availability. All right. They have different plans here, different terms of plans. We've talked about this in several different videos. They are involved in so many different things, but crypto trading, DeFi area, NFT industry, and staking. And that's at least what they're telling us. You know, all of these platforms carry risk. All of them do. All right. So this is Mito Finance. I encourage everyone that's interested in Mito Finance to do their own research. But then we come to our another one on the top 5, and we're still on 5 now, so bear with me. This could be a long video, all right? But we'll get to it. This WHITEOX platform. Now, I think I pulled it up on my Safari, so let me go to Safari. But this WHITEOX program, the reason I put it in the top 5, and it's a newer platform to our space, so I will preface that. But the reason I added it is because it allows us to be involved in initial game offerings from an actual company. WHITEOX is an actual company, and they deal with the development of video games that are in the GameFi space, in the NFT space. And although all of that is still very new to me, it's allowed us to have a little bit of skin in the game in that industry and still not know that crazy much about what's going on. It gives us that way that we're used to, right? I don't have to go and play no games. I don't have to do anything like that. All I have to do is decide how much I want to invest my crypto, deposit of my crypto, and share the opportunity if I feel like sharing it. I can make a passive income. Let me see. Let me get my screen share together here. All right. You can make a passive income. And I'm going to go to investments just really fast here so you guys can see. Hopefully it loads for us here. There's 3 types of investments here. There's not a whole bunch of plans. 2 of them are available to everyone. The third one you have to have some credentials for. Actually, looks like they've added another one. They added a 4th one, y'all. So I'm bringing news on the top 5, but we'll talk about that more in a separate WHITEOX video. But you have the opportunity to earn anywhere from 1% to 3% a day. Of course, this is business day, so I believe that's Monday through Friday. But I'll do some research on that because game days are every day. But WHITEOX gives us that opportunity to be a part of the GameFi niche and network, NFT stuff we're still learning about. They have their own tokens here, and I'm not a big token guy. I'm really not. But it gives us an opportunity to earn in that GameFi space. So that's why I threw that in my top 5, because that's a little bit different than what we're used to. All right. So I'll review Aetiora, Mito Finance, and WHITEOX are at number 5. All right. So let's move forward. We're going to go to number 4 right now. Okay. So number 4, there's only 2 platforms on this number 4. And I promise you everything else other than this is going to be 3, 2, 1, one platform. We're going to go through that smoothly, and I'll talk about why. So the first one that I want to talk about first, at number 4, is PayMoney. Now, a lot of you guys have heard of PayMoney. I've done some videos on PayMoney. I'm already in the back office, so I might as well just go straight to the back office. But PayMoney has allowed us in a way to build a binary structure, earn on our crypto. We get paid out in Litecoin. It is relatively new, but it just had its launch in Vegas that actually happened. Now, we've been in platforms that talk about, oh, we're going to launch here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. This event actually happened. Now, there's still some things I'd love to be more clear about in this platform. I'd love to be more clear about their support team and their calls and all that stuff that they talked about. I'd love to be more clear on how we do turnover and all of that stuff. But what it does is gives us a very lucrative opportunity. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull up. In my tools is a PDF. And they've added languages here. They've added Italian and Chinese. We're going to look at what exactly PayMoney is saying as of, hopefully it doesn't take too long to load. And we might even see some updates that they've made to the PDF because they just came back from this grand launch. So I don't know if they've provided a new PDF in the back office or not. And I don't want to spend too much crazy time on PayMoney, but what it's allowing us to do is to earn on our crypto, get paid out in Litecoin. And I was trying to give some percentages to you guys. But the big thing is, it's really key for sustainability in a platform to have ways to stay around. And I'll let that load, but one of the things that I like that PayMoney does in its binary and in its payout is this progress bar. You're going to make up to 200%. So whatever you put in, you're going to make up to 200%, whether that's passively or actively. But they both work together. So it's not just top loaded on passive earnings. It's not top loaded on referral earnings either. Because as soon as your referral earnings get up to your max cap, your progress bar closes and you have to open another account. You have to open another deposit. So I like that as it pertains to sustainability, because the platforms that I've seen previously that had this model, they tend to last a little longer. All right. Let me see if this loaded up. Okay. So it looks like they have updated their PayMoney structure here. And we're going to go through this in a totally different video. All right. Because I feel like it deserves that. So we're going to talk about PayMoney in its own right a little bit later, but it is at number 4, and it is tied at number 4 with a platform that has been around for a little while. And I want to say that it is one that I have gained some trust with. It is not the sexiest platform out there by any means necessary when we're talking about returns, but it is steady. It has been reliable. It has been available, and that is Elevate Pass. So at number 4, I have Elevate Pass tied with PayMoney, and here's why it's tied: because it's still around. Now, what it does say is you get up to 3% a week in cashback rewards, and I'm not sure if it'll say, there we go, up to 3% weekly in cashback profit. Now, up to does not mean guaranteed 3% every week. It gives you back what it can. What's sustainable for the platform, what's sustainable for the company. And obviously it's what's sustainable for the company, because we have been in Elevate Pass, another platform that we've been in since last summer. And some of you may know, some of you may don't. I have $10,000 worth of capital in Elevate Pass right now, which earns me anywhere from 1 to 3%. You guys can do the math on that. But if it trades at 1%, I'm earning an extra $100 a week. You can't be mad at that. And guess what? When you click that withdraw button, it actually pays. It may not be instant. It might take you 24 hours, but it pays. And for a platform to last this long for us at BOJ and go the distance, and I just put in this capital back in January or early February, and it has been cranking out. So I gotta love it. Elevate Pass may not be the sexiest one out there, but it is really something that I'm enjoying the process in. They have tutorial videos all through the back office. Like, if you don't have information about Elevate Passes because you don't want it, and I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of not going through everything in the back office and seeing everything that a platform has to provide for its users. And Elevate Pass is one of those that I can say without a shadow of a doubt that there's plenty of information on how to do things, how to set up stuff, make withdrawals, how the compounding factor works. You can compound, auto compound in Elevate Pass every week. So definitely one that I really, really like. All right, and I'm glad that we have a journey in this platform as well. Now, let's get on to my top 3. All right, we've belabored long enough with the trying to be nice to different platforms and different stuff like that, put them in the same levels and all that great stuff. That was all great and fine and dandy, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty, all right? So at number 3, it is a platform that is actually newer to my channel, but I believe this platform gives not only passive earners some legs to stand on, but those of you that really want to get after it, you really want to get after an opportunity and test it for what it is. I believe this opportunity really is, if it can go the test of time, it'll be worth this number 3 level that I'm giving it right now on my channel currently. And this is for today, March 27th, all right? I might have to do a totally another top 3 in a month. Who knows, all right? But right now, as it stands, The number 3 is Troy Investor. And Troy Investor, the reason I like Troy Investor so much is because it literally gives us so many ways to earn, not only as active people sharing links, but passively, it really gives a great opportunity as well. I really do think that the spoils do go to the people that are willing to share the opportunity. And another thing that I really like about Troy Investor is it allows us, even as link sharers, because we get a lot of slack anyway, but it allows us to share the wealth with people. I've been able to drop money in people's accounts that I don't even know, and it's very easy to do so. That has been an amazing thing. So I want to show just a quick graphic about Troy Investor and what it is, and I'm going to go through it very quickly. I don't want to take too much time away from our top 2 because, you know, we got to get to the top 2. All right. And I don't want this video to be an hour long. So let's get on to it. Now, this is just a quick little slide about Troy Investor. All right. So, of course, it's free sign up. You can withdraw your principal at any time. All right. Most of it. Some of it does go into a fixed deposit trade account, which is another account that just continues to earn like under the cover interest. You know what I'm saying? It puts the money away for you. So after a certain span of time, you can go ahead and withdraw that. But some of the things that are here, like just the passive stuff, being an investor, right? Now, a lot of these platforms, they'll offer you a 2%, 3%, 4% daily. They're hypes. They don't really have legs to stand on. And a lot of them are just robbing Peter to pay Paul. Let's just be honest about it. Sometimes you like to play in the casino, take a chance. But we like platforms now that are going to last us, have some legs. So for an investor, for the passive people out there, you have an opportunity to, as the platform continues to grow and stay available for you, you're going to continue to earn more and more interest as the days go by. So the first 10 days of your investment, you're going to be earning at 0.5%. The next 10 days, you're going to be earning at 0.75%. The next 20 days, you're going to be earning at 1%, and so on and so forth down this list. Now, as you get down to 200 days, that's almost a whole year that a platform has been cranking and working for you. And this platform in particular has been around since October of last year, all right? It just got to its half-a-year anniversary. So a lot of people are excited about Troy, and it just made its way around to my docket, but this is what it is passively, and I believe this gives it good legs to stand on because it's not giving you all your money so quickly that it can't, you know, do what they do, and it also gets to the point where you're getting more of it over time. So I think that's pretty cool. But here's how you accelerate that process. If you just become an advisor, a person that goes out and shares it with you, for every person that invests what you invest or higher, you're going to continue to raise your TRP, which is your percentage per day. So every person that gets in under you that puts in the same amount as you or higher, it's going to raise your percentage. If you bring in 6 people, you're already up to 2.5%. Say you brought in say you bring in, you put in 500, you bring in your homies, they put in 500, and then their people put in 500. That is what starts this accumulation. Now, when I first started this platform, I thought it was anybody's. I was like, yo, we're about to run this up. But they have to put in at least what you put in. And of course, I put in thousands of dollars sometimes. So not everybody's going to be able to do that. But if you're a person that's strategic, you can set a plan together and you can start making this money. All right. Advisor bonus. This is another way we get paid. So based on the turnover on the different levels in your team, you're going to get paid the income, a percentage of the income that level is making, just because you brought them in. And that's through levels on down. So on the first level, you bring in $2,500 worth of business, you're going to get 50% of that. 50% of what's made every single day that there's trades on your first level, you're going to make. That's powerful. And then you get into the 25% to 20% as you get on down, all the way down to 21 levels, you guys. At that point, it ain't about what you're doing. It's about what you started. All right? And I know I'm getting into a lot of the active active reasons, but this is one of the reasons why Troy is in my top 3. Because if you are one of those people that are a link sharer and you build teams that bring in big business and you're a person that can generate this kind of turnover under you, I know in one of the platforms that we talk about, IPC, we had over $400,000 worth of business under us. That would have put us at over senior manager and making $1,000 a day. A day. So this is the kind of stuff that, you know, make things really exciting in this online space, even if platforms don't last forever. For those of you that can build big teams and they last for a good amount, a year, 2 years, this kind of stuff can change your life. Period. All right? So, yes, it may seem hypish to some. I think it's a good opportunity that has some legs to stand on. So that is why Troy Investor is my number 3. And, of course, you can withdraw your principal. It makes it available. It's paying right now, and it literally pays. Like, I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a transaction take longer than an hour, I won't say longer than an hour, longer than a day is what I meant to say. I have not had a transaction take longer than a day. So that is my number 3, all right? That's for my own personal reasons. I believe Troy Investor is going to be one of those platforms that we're talking about for a long time. Long time in this space, meaning, you know, could be another 6 months to a year. Who knows? But the opportunity is there. It could last longer than that. So anyway, that is my number 3, Troy Investor. So let's go through it. Number 5, we had Aetiora, Mito Finance, and WHITEOX. They were tied at 5. Then you got number 4. I had PayMoney and Elevate Pass tied at 4. Then we have Troy Investor sitting alone at number 3. The next platform that I'm bringing as my number 2, sitting in my number 2 spot. Now, this is big. This is big because this is yet another newer platform to the space. But the reason that I'm excited about this platform right here is because, 1, we know who the CEO is. 2, this already has a track record of success going back 7 months. 3, the people, the leaders in the space, they have gone out and done so much digging on this platform and the leadership that they've brought us some very quality information. 4, it gives everybody a chance to win. Not just the active people, not just the people that share links. And really, this platform isn't really link sharer friendly. It gives us some perks that I think are going to be more about what we started than what we did. But I believe this gives everybody a chance to win. And it came at a perfect time when one of our other platforms has decided to have some issues, all right? I'm not going to say it's gone away, but it's having some issues, all right? This platform sitting at number 2 for me right now in my current journey is SWAYFX. SWAYFX came across our desk by one of the other leaders in the space. Some of you may know him as Crypto Pays Me Daily. And when he brought this to me and I saw it, first of all, just the fact that he was who he was, I know he did his research. Second of all, the reason the fact that he felt that he should personally contact me about this, which we have not spoken much before this platform, honestly. I felt like it was something I had to pay attention to and take a look at. And then when he told me that the owner of the platform, Lewis Neal, ex-Cowboy, former SEC stud at the LSU Tigers, not a Cowboy fan at all, but shout out to my Commanders. Anyway, SWAYFX, I believe, sitting at my number 2 spot, is going to be a platform that changes the game. But it's not just about FXSWAY. Now, FXSWAY, to my understanding, is a brokerage. But it's a brokerage for the traders. This platform gives traders the opportunity to set up their own PAM accounts. So some of you out there are really talented traders on your own. You could decide to set up your own PAM account here with FXSWAY if that's what you wanted to do. And you could invite people to invest with you and mirror your moves. And I think that's genius, because that puts the power in the trader's hands, not just the broker's hands. The broker's going to make a whole bunch of money on a whole lot of different stuff that goes on. But the trader, the one that's talented at trading, gives you that opportunity. Now, I'll preface this by saying I am not a trader, y'all. I am not a trader. That's not my thing. I don't sit in front of lines and graphs and all that stuff. I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience for that. I got patience for a few things, but I don't have the patience for that. I like to delegate. And y'all know how we do. We found a PAM account that was brought down by our leadership. We're not recreating the wheel. It is the AGE PAM account through FXSWAY. And it's going to trade for us 30 to 50% a month. Now, some of you guys aren't impressed by monthly numbers, but you have to think long term. You have to think about platforms that are going to stand the test of time. I believe, first of all, this platform FXSWAY has already been around 7 months. But I believe what we're involved with here with the AGE PAM account and the different stuff going on, I think we're in the right place at the right time. I firmly believe that. And some of you are going to see what I do today. I'm going to do something in FXSWAY before it starts trading again tomorrow. I'm excited about it. And, you know, it'll show a little bit more sturdy why I think it's my number 2. But, guys, this is one of those we're going to have to watch. And I believe it has the legs to go the test of time. Some people have asked about different regulations and whether it's regulated here in the United States. It's here in the United States, and it's allowed to be. That's what I know. All right? But if you have different questions, they have support that's here. You can request a callback. They have a contact line. They have trading hours, PAM account information, all this different stuff. They have so much information on the platform. You can submit a ticket. This is my first time seeing this because I haven't had to submit a ticket or nothing. I'm just excited. These stats here, not sure exactly what it pertains. It pertains to what they have available, but each PAM account has its own separate rules. All right. So the AGE, I know it's a 70-30 profit split, but I know it has its numbers of trading from 30 to 50% a month, and the minimum is $1,000 to get a part of it. Now, it's not as low as some of the other platforms that we've talked about that can be as low as $20 and $50 and different stuff like that. But this is another one you can withdraw your capital at any time. You can withdraw what you put in. It's available to you at any time. So the risk attached to it is less because of that. And on top of that, what we're able to do as a team actively is going to be a game-changing situation as well. Because what they have allowed us to do is we're going to be getting paid per lot for the people in our downline. I won't go through the specifics here right now because it's not the video for that. But I believe FXSWAY is going to give a lot of people a chance to win. And to win big. I'm seeing the leaders show up. Rabu Gary, Crypto Pays Me Daily, JJ Zaps, some of the younger leaders out here in the space, they're getting to FXSWAY. And guess where they're coming from? I'll let y'all guess. I won't say it. But guess where they're coming from? All right? So that's my number 2. All right? And before I tell you, guys, my number 1, I know I'm not giving a whole lot of detailed information. I'm just giving my own opinion on different things and different platforms and where I fit them. It's because I really want all of you to do your own due diligence in every one of these platforms that interest you and figure out if it works for you. All right? Sign up for it. Go through the back office. All of these are free to sign up. Okay? You don't have to spend any money to sign up and enroll. Now, when you make that decision to go ahead and be a part of the platform, of course, you have to make a deposit if you want to earn anything. So before I get into my number one, I just want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I don't tell anybody what to do with their own crypto. Okay, this is my top 5 for my own personal opinion, and I may not be going through the detailed rules of what each platform provides and different stuff like that, because a lot of different things are important to me. There could be a platform up here that makes 0.5% a week, but if it's been around 2 years, it could have been in my top 5 because, you know, it's available. The best trait in this online space is availability and reliability. Can you rely on it? Is it going to be there for you? Is it going to be something that you can actually revisit or compound? Some of the things that really changed the game. A lot of people try to compound in hypes and different stuff like that, and they end up losing everything. The mindset is different. But because this online space is full of risk, our mindset has to be different. So I understand all of that. This is a very risky space to play in, period. Period, point blank. It is risky, risky, risky. So I want to say that before I get into my number one. With that being said, my number one platform, and I've said this many times before, is NOVATECH. NOVATECH FX is my number one platform. And here's the reason why I say that. I believe all around, from passive earnings to active referral earnings and sharing the opportunity with people, there is not a lot of platforms out here that rival NOVATECH. Now, there's going to be some platforms out here that look a little better. There's going to be ones that say they pay a little bit more. You know, we've averaged around 3% a week here at NOVATECH in our tenure here. But the thing that I can always rely on with NOVATECH is that they're going to be here. Their leaders are visible, available. They're holding Zoom calls all the time. They have their contact information. They have a support team that actually answers you. Amazing, right? Some of us are not used to that. They have Telegram group, Instagram, YouTube pages. But the most important thing, and of course, I want to say this about the last two platforms. Now, a lot of these platforms are in the straight up crypto trading and DeFi and GameFi space. But these last two platforms give us an opportunity to trade in the Forex market, automated, hands off, and we can fund these accounts with cryptocurrency. Now, the rest of the platforms, other than the last two, Sway and NOVATECH, we have not talked about anything about Forex. Troy Investor, nothing about Forex. PayMoney, Elevate Pass, nothing about Forex. They may trade in the Elevate Pass, may trade in the Forex market, but that's a cashback rewards type of situation. ATORA, Mito Finance, WHITEOX, they could all trade in the crypto markets, but we're talking about trading in the Forex market. This one even has Forex and crypto that they're trading in. So the opportunity here to take advantage in $2 trillion industries, and don't quote me on the crypto being a $1 trillion industry just yet, but I'm sure it is. We already know Forex trading is a $1 trillion industry. This gives us an opportunity to play in that industry passively and actively. NOVATECH allows us not only to do that, but earn down. I think this compensation plan is all wordy. But I've done some videos on the comp plan back in my earlier time here at NOVATECH. There's 7 ways to get paid. You know, we're talking about direct referral bonuses. We already know about that. That's pretty much the standard. You refer somebody, you get a bonus. Indirect referral bonus. When those people refer people, you're getting bonuses. Fast track, when you start off to a fast start, you're getting bonuses. Check matching bonuses, which are one of the most amazing things. As people are continuously making money in this platform. Now, mind you, if you're a person that puts $50,000 in this platform, you're never going to go below $50,000. Everything that you get back on a week-to-week basis is profit. You can decide to keep it. You can decide to put it back into your account and compound. But this check matching, for those people out there that understand what I'm talking about, I know my sponsors are glad that I have some capital in this in my account, but you're going to get a percentage of money every time a person makes a deposit in this account and has an account. If they just have money in the account and they're earning on it, you're going to get a check matching bonus. Earning matching bonus every time your direct downlines earn a trading bonus. People are earning trading bonuses every single week. And as their income grows, so does yours. Flat out amazing. Residual bonuses. We're talking about weekly residuals. It says monthly, but you're earning them every week. This is not just, and I don't think it's just from the, because people are paying their service fees at different times, of course. Some people start at different times, so their service fees, like their monthly account, like you got to pay $25 a month if you don't have over $25,000 worth of capital in your account. I didn't want to pay $25 a month anymore, so I put it over $25K. But this is another amazing thing. Weekly residuals, rank achievements, get rewarded in cash prizes, and then, of course, profit sharing. Those of you that get into the higher ranks of the company, you're going to be able to share in the profit pool of a company that's been around for 3 years, almost 3 years, you guys. And it has experienced its highest growth in the last 12 months. This is the biggest the company has ever been. And they're excited about the growth. They're not scared of the growth. They continue to fix their problems time after time after time. I never had a withdrawal issue. Never, not once in the whole time I've been here. Not one time. They deserve my #1 spot. Not only because they're reliable, not only because they are, that the opportunity to get paid actively is great. Passive people, I know people personally that have millions of dollars in their NOVATECH account. Those were the people that were reaching out to me in my early videos telling me, yo, it's good to see more content from NOVATECH, but people need to see what this really can do. Yes, it's not getting you, it may not be producing 30 to 50% a month. We've got a platform for that. But that one also doesn't have a way to get paid actively. They don't lay out a whole lot of active ways to get paid, especially not 7. Especially not 7. So I know there's a lot of people swinging over to the SWAY FX side. A lot of leaders are going to the SWAY FX side. And I don't blame them because I'm over there too. But I definitely didn't pull no capital out of my NOVATECH account to fund that. I promise you that. All right? NOVATECH has earned my #1 spot. And I'm so excited about what NOVATECH is doing. They have a Black-owned, Christian-led. The CEO is a pastor. And she's a woman. A Black woman. It doesn't get more powerful than that. It don't get no more powerful than that, in my opinion. Now, I want to say, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I don't think it gets more powerful than a Black woman. And she got God on her side. Whew. All these platforms are in trouble as far as I'm concerned. That's just me. But I wanted to do this because some people have been asking about this, and I just felt like it was good to just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? This might have been more good for me than it was for you guys. But just to talk about and kind of think about what I like in platforms. A lot of you will notice that you don't see any hypes up here. You might have even noticed that one of my other platforms that I really like, COTP, I'll give it an honorable mention because COTP has been around for apparently since 2019, and it is an arbitrage system that uses USDT TRC20, and y'all know that's my new favorite. And it's been doing its thing now. All right. And once this automation starts kicking in for that might creep its way into my top 5. But it's got a little work to do. It's like that thing that I got cranking to fund my other projects. You know what I'm saying? I take money from that and go try stuff with that. Of course, we all know IPC is on its way out. IPC, if it wasn't going through any issues, well, we don't know it's on its way out. Let me take that back. We don't know that IPC is on its way out. We just know that we can't promote it here in the United States. They seem like they're trying to fix their issues. They're getting withdrawals out to people, and we're going to see what happens with that as time goes by. But it would have been on the top 5. It would have just continued to crank out and fix its issues. And who knows if it's still around and I'm already grandfathered in somehow, and whatever the case may be, it may revisit. But as of right now, this is my top 5. At 5, we have ATORA, Mito Finance, and WHITEOX. At 4, we have PayMoney and Elevate Pass. At 3, we have Troy Investor. At 2, we have Sway FX. And at number 1, we have NOVATECH. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. This is my top 5 as it stands on Sunday, March the 27th, 2022. And hope you guys enjoy. We're going to try to get a couple more videos done. Seems like we got a lot. We might squeeze in some today and some tomorrow. But have a happy Sunday. This is my top 5, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.